Living in America. We are talking about affordable housing while living here in America, and we know the rent is gone sky high through the roof. It is ridiculous, child. And so that's why I created this community. I created the community trying to prevent and reduce homelessness one person at a time. And as I always say, it starts right here with us. So what I ask you to do is when I give you this information that you pass it on to your homeless communities, your families and friends, all right? People that need to have this information that sometimes usually does not get this information via YouTube, all right? So like the video, subscribe. We talk about affordable housing here on Sundays and Mondays, guys. We talk about other things too on this channel. It's a really fun, creative channel. But on Sundays and Mondays, we talk about affordable housing. So if you happen to see something different, that is why, all right? Also, some of you guys out there need some legal help. You need to know how to read these leases. You need legal help in almost every area of your life. Sometimes your teenagers may have gotten in trouble. You have some traffic tickets or some violations or something that you need some legal help with. Well, I have an affordable solution for you without having to pay those sky-high attorney fees, right? You can go over to my website. It is arakestraw.legalshieldassociate.com. That is ARAKESTRAW.legalshieldassociate.com. Get yourself the help that you need. Also, you can get a will done, all right, without having to pay thousands and thousands of dollars. Today, we're only going to talk about the state of California, all right? What's open out there? We're going to talk about public housing. We're going to talk about project-based housing. We're going to talk about those prized Section 8 vouchers that we like so much. And why are they prized? Because after you have them a year, you can take them on to another city or a state, right? They are transferable. All right, so we're going to talk about that, but I want you to do your due diligence. I want you to make sure that the units and the surroundings fit your family before placing yourselves on any open waiting list, even though we know public housing in a lot of cities is not our grandparents' public housing, all right? With that said, guys, let us get started, because I know that's what you are on here for. You're not on here to see me with my gold on today and different things, right? She's trying to get all jazzed up sometimes on these videos, and I just had dinner, and I'm hoping that you don't see in between my teeth. But it was important that I get these housing videos out to you guys. I know someone in California is actually looking for this, all right? So let's see. There's a project-based voucher that is open in Calico, California at Villa Sur Motel and Studio. All right, so Calexco, I could be pronouncing it wrong too. Guys, you know, I learned Spanish some years ago. When you try to study different languages and you get it mixed up with the English language and different things, when I was in the 6th and 7th grade, okay, let me not start telling my stories. I had taken Spanish. My Spanish teacher would always say I would just sound too English. And I'm telling you, I butcher the English language as well. But it is Calexico, okay? All right. Project-based voucher in Dixon, California at Silver Villa at Homestead Apartments. This is for 55 and up. And there's a project-based voucher at Orange County, California at Orchard View Apartments, all right? And a project-based voucher at the Legacy Limited. It is in Del Norte County, California. And there is a project-based voucher at the City of Santa Ana. And a project-based voucher at Santa Ana, California. Project-based voucher at Valhalia Pacific for a project-based voucher. That is Valhalia. Let me say a quick prayer for that siren, okay? All right, so Pelican Harbor Apartments, they have 1 bedrooms at Huntington Beach, California, for a project-based voucher. Also, a project-based voucher is over at Crescent City Housing Authority. There's a project-based voucher at Villa St. Joseph Apartments for 1 bedrooms in Orange, California. In Mendota, California, there's a project-based voucher at Esperanza Commons, 1 and 4 bedrooms. All right. Section 8 Housing Choice Voucher in Santa Rosa, California, guys. I'm feeling real good. I'm feeling better. I've eaten. All right. Project-based voucher is at the Seasons at Compton, Casa Dominguez, Jasmine Gardens, Villa Nueve, Equa, and West Carson Villas Apartments. All right, project-based voucher at Sierra Bonita Apartments. Also, project-based voucher at Encanto Court, Terrabells, Arbelda Senior, Bellflower Friendship, and project-based voucher in Orange Cove, California. 2, 3, 4 bedrooms at Mariposa Commons. All right. Section 8 voucher in Anaheim, California. Section 8 voucher in Santa Rosa, California. A project-based voucher at View Estates, Butte. And project-based voucher in Victorville and Redlands, California at Desert Village, Vista del Sol, Uacapa Crest Senior Apartments for 2 bedrooms, and a project-based voucher in San Bernardino, California at Barstos Senior and Meadowbrook Towers Apartments, 1 bedroom. Project-based voucher in Loma Linda, California for 2 and 3 bedrooms at the Loma Linda Veterans Village. Guys, let your veterans know. Project-based voucher at Orland, California, 1 and 2 bedrooms at Liberty Bell Courtyards. In Gridley, California, there's a project-based voucher for seniors, 1 and 2 bedrooms at the Sunrise Village. And North Creek Crossings 2, project-based voucher at Chico, California. A Section 8 voucher in Santa Monica, California, guys. It's for the locals only. And also for the locals, it's a project-based voucher in Santa Monica, California. For the homeless and the veterans, guys, project-based voucher in Costa Mesa. All right, so Mesa Vista Apartments. For 55 and plus, there's 1 bedrooms at Hillside Senior Apartments in Vacaville, California, project-based voucher. And Live Oak, California at Centennial Arms, there's a project-based voucher. And in Santa Ana, California, for the homeless, there's Crossroads at Washington Apartments. And for the homeless and the veterans, in Stanton, California, there is Aurora Vista Apartments for project-based vouchers, and also in Chico, California at the Foundation. Redding, California has project-based vouchers. Crossroads at Washington, 3 and 4 bedrooms in Santa Ana, California. Also, Santa Angelina Senior Apartments, 1 bedrooms in Placentia, California. For the locals only, guys, San Mateo, California at St. Matthew's Apartments. They have a single room occupancy. For the locals in East Palo Alto, California, they have Serenity Senior Apartments for 2 bedrooms. And Half Moon Village has 2 bedrooms for the locals only. Andalusia Apartments has 2 bedrooms in Santa Ana, California. And 4 and 5 bedrooms at Crestview Terrace in San Bernardino, California. And for the locals and veterans in San Luis Obispo, California, there is SLO Villages, Madonna Road Apartments, and Oak Park 1 and 2, 4 bedrooms. That was for the veterans and the locals. Also, Cotton and Maplewood Homes has 5 bedrooms in San Bernardino, California. San Bernardino. And also in Chino, California, there's 3, 4, and 5 bedroom project-based vouchers available. And there's permanent supportive housing, guys, in Larkspur, California. It's at 1251 South Eliseo, Eliseo Drive. All right, project-based voucher at Harry's House of Golden Inn and Village in Santa Ynez, California, YNEZ. In Colton, California, there is a studio and 2 bedrooms for the seniors at Colton Senior. Jefferson Court and Veracruz Village in Santa Barbara, California has a project-based voucher. Barstow has 2, 3, 4, and 5 bedrooms, project-based voucher in Barstow, California. Section 8 voucher in Encinitas, California. Section 8 voucher in San Diego County, guys. Section 8 voucher in Kings County, California. It's for the disabled, the seniors, and the veterans. Housing Authority of the City of Los Angeles has public housing. Plumas County Community Development Commission and Housing Authority has a Section 8 voucher, guys. Bel Air, Manor, and Miracle Terrace Limited, projects-based voucher for the veterans, the locals, and the disabled. Also in Chula Vista, California, there's public housing at the Housing Authority of San Diego. All right. Cherry Orchard, Hermosa Village, Pradera, and Village Crossings Limited has project-based vouchers. Redding, California has a Section 8 voucher for the disabled, seniors, and the locals. USDA Farm Labor Housing in Davis, California has Section 8, project-based voucher. All right, project-based voucher at Rocky Hill Veterans Housing Project, project-based voucher at Restar Residential Hotel, that is RESETAR. Housing Opportunities for Persons with AIDS, a project-based voucher is available. Also, Housing Authority City of San Diego has a project-based voucher. Moderate Rehabilitation Program, project-based vouchers. I take it that's throughout Cali. And in Ramona, California, there's Schmale Senior Residence, SCHMALE. There's a mosquito in here. And the Housing Authority of the City of Kern has public housing. Sacramento, California, public housing, 4 and 5 bedrooms. For the homeless, the displaced, and the veterans, there's Sacramento, California, public housing, 2, 3, 4, and 5 bedrooms at Alder Grove. Walnut Grove has public housing for the displaced and the veterans. Public housing for the homeless, the veterans, and the displaced at Marino Vista, 2, 3, and 4 bedrooms, guys. El Centro, California has a project-based voucher waiting list. Creekside Place Apartments in Chico, California, project-based voucher. Section 8 voucher limited in Riverside County, California. That's for the seniors and the veterans. That's why that is limited. Chico, California has public housing. Also, Chico, California has a project-based voucher at Creekside Place Apartments. Gridley and Briggs has public housing. Sunrise Senior Apartments in Hollister, California, project-based voucher. Valhalla Specific for the locals has a project-based voucher at Del Norte County. Oroville, California has public housing. South County has a project-based voucher. One Parkside Salinas has a project-based voucher. Senior Housing Unsubsidized project-based voucher, looks like throughout California. They have Workforce Housing, a project-based voucher. Supportive Housing project-based voucher. It doesn't say where, so I'm thinking throughout the counties of California. Please call your local housing authorities, guys. For the homeless, the veterans, and the locals, in Anaheim, California, there's a project-based voucher at Fenimore Place. That is F-I-N-A-M-O-R-E. El Carrillo has project-based vouchers. Riverside County, project-based vouchers. There's a project-based voucher for the veterans, the locals, and the active military guys at Salvation Army, Anaheim Center of Hope in Anaheim, California. For the displaced, the homeless, and the veterans guys, there's public housing at Sacramento and Walnut Grove. All right, 1 bedrooms. Buena Esperanza Limited for the veterans and the locals has a project-based voucher in Anaheim, California. For the veterans and locals, there is El Verano Limited. There's Buena Esperanza Apartments for veterans in Anaheim, California. Cottonwood Meadows fair market rent for the elderly and disabled in Woodland, California. For the homeless, there's Westminster Crossing Apartments, project-based voucher in Westminster, California. For the homeless and seniors in Yoruba Linda, California, there is El Trudy Senior Apartments. Yuba City Migrant Housing Center for the displaced, the homeless, the veterans, and locals. Villa Lakeshore in Lakeside, California for the homeless, the seniors, the locals, families with children, disabled, employed, and veterans. That is Villa Lakeshore. Marina Vista 5 bedrooms in Sacramento, California for the displaced, the veterans, and the homeless. Oak Leaf Meadows in Oakdale, California for the veterans and locals. 4 bedrooms in Sacramento, California for the displaced, the veterans, and homeless. For the homeless, disabled, veterans, and the locals, there's 3, 4, and 5 bedrooms in Sacramento, California for project-based vouchers. In Williams, California, there's Stony Creek 2. Disabled, homeless, veterans, and locals in Sacramento County, there is Mirasol Village, M-I-R-A-S-O-L. All right. affordable housing, moderate rehab program, single room occupancy in Sacramento for the locals, the homeless, the veterans, and disabled, guys. All right, in Gitley, California, there's farm labor housing. In Vista, California, for the seniors and locals, the Grove. Poway, California, for the disabled and locals, there's Villa di Vida, Poway, BIDA. There's a Section 8 voucher in Anaheim, California, for the disabled, the homeless, the veterans, and locals. And for the locals in Ventura, California, there's a Section 8 voucher. Housing Authority of the City of San Buenaventura. Looks like for everybody: disabled, homeless, seniors, veterans, active military, local families with children, Section 8 voucher in San Diego, California, guys. Contact the Housing Authority of San Diego. The Housing Authority of the City of National City, Section 8 vouchers for the disabled, seniors, families with children, and locals. Also for the locals in Tulare County, California, there's a Section 8 voucher. Public housing in San Diego Housing Commission. Public housing at the Housing Authority of the City of San Buenaventura. Imperial Valley Housing Authority for the veterans. Housing Authority of the City of Riverbank, public housing. Housing Authority of Tulare County, public housing. Housing Authority of the City of Maders, Madera, Madera, public housing for the displaced, the veterans, the locals, employed. The Housing Authority of Kings County, guys, public housing. Housing Authority County of Stanislaus, public housing. That's Stanislaus. All right, project-based voucher at the San Diego Housing Commission. That is for the homeless, seniors, veterans, active military, local, families with children, and the disabled. Plumas County Community Development Commission and Housing Authority, public housing. Non-elderly, disabled for the veterans, active military, seniors, homeless, locals, families with children, disabled has a project-based voucher. And Humboldt County, California has a Section 8 voucher, guys. City of Paula has a Section 8 voucher for the veterans and the locals. And there's a Section 8 voucher out there for the involuntarily displaced, guys. It doesn't say where. Let me see if I can find out. And then there's also another Section 8 voucher for chronic homelessness in California for the locals. So let me just see where this is. So for the chronic homelessness, guys, they only accept 50 applications a year, but it says it is open, so I am thinking someone maybe did not know. Okay, that one is, it is currently closed. No, I take that back. It is open. It does not have a predetermined closing date. So for the chronic homelessness, guys, go to the Housing Authority of the County of Marion, Marin. You need to get a referral from the Marion County Coordinated Entry provider. You can call 415-491-2574. That's 415-491-2574. You are looking for a Section 8 voucher, guys, for chronic homelessness. That is the Housing Authority of the County of Marion. But the number that I gave you is to get you a referral. All right. Those of you who are involuntarily displaced for the Section 8 Housing Choice Voucher, contact, and those are usually people of natural disaster or domestic violence. If you are a victim of natural disaster, you can call the American Red Cross at 1-800-733-2767 and get your referral. And referrals for domestic violence, you can call CalWorks 1-877-410-8817. And that wraps it up, guys, for California. All right. Let me know, guys, where your family and friends are in your homeless communities that you want to help. Let me know in the comments what state you're interested in. Also, don't forget to like the video, please. Hopefully by liking the video and leaving a comment will help the video move. All right. So if you don't have a state you're interested in, you could just drop a heart or an X, anything. Okay. And come back to me on Sundays and Mondays. We talk about affordable housing. So if you're not a subscriber here, become a subscriber. Consider that. I love you guys. I want you to be safe. I want you to be well. And I will see you real soon on an upcoming video.